If you're in the market to sell or buy a home, you'll definitely want to hear this. RE/MAX specialist Maria Raymer is back to talk about the results of the National Association of Realtors 2025 Profile of Home Buyers and Sellers. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Always great to see you.
You too.
And you always have great information for us. So this is kind of cool that we're getting the results. So what is happening with the first-time home buyers right now?
Yeah, so that market has shrunk a great deal from 40% of the buying market to only 21%
Really?
since 2008. Yes, and the biggest thing is affordability.
Yeah.
And I was even shocked to see some of these statistics that the average home buyer has gone from first-time home buyer from age 20 to age 40.
Oh my gosh.
Which was really interesting to see. And that change started really happening in the mid-'80s, where just affordability became an issue and less families were able to afford, to buy a house.
Right.
So, yeah.
So waiting until a later age,
Yes, that's what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about paying cash? We heard a lot about that. Are people still doing that?
They are. Surprisingly, they are. 1 out of every 4 sales is a cash transaction. Years back, that used to be 1 out of 10. But what we're finding is they utilize their equities from their previous sale and they're able to pay cash.
Right.
So that's the biggest difference there.
Now, are they putting down large down payments?
Yeah, so that also, those equities also translate to when they do finance, they have more money to put down. So you're seeing about 10 to 25%. Again, big changes over the years because 5%, 10% used to be typical. So that's changed a great deal as well.
Yeah. Now, in terms of selling, I'm sure, I know I would want to work with a real estate agent. I always have. I've never done for sale by owner. So would you still say that most people are still using agents?
Yes, definitely. People find agents essential in the home buying and selling process.
Right.
In fact, approximately 89% of buyers utilize an agent's services and 91% of sellers. So yes, they understand that that transaction is going to be a lot smoother with a professional and expert handling that sale for them.
And we've talked about that in the past. I mean, the legality of it and all the little hidden things that you just don't even know because you've never done this before. And you get someone with 25+ years experience and they can break it all down for you, right?
Absolutely.
So are there more or fewer for sale by owners right now in the market?
Yeah, so there are a lot less. I think in the last 5 years, only 5% of owners tried to sell on their own.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so not very many people go that route anymore. And really when you break down, like, what does the average medium sale price of a house with a for-sale owner sell for? It's like $365 versus $425 with an agent-assisted sale. So they're not making more money as a result of it. So then it's like, why would I do all this if I'm not even making more money or saving money? So people are really starting to realize the benefit and they understand that. Yeah.
Well, so then you were mentioning affordability, and that's why a lot of people aren't able to buy at the earlier age like they were back in the day. So what are some ways that we can overcome that?
Well, I think many times buyers don't get a professional opinion. They don't counsel with a real estate agent that has experience and understands what's available in the market, because there is always a pathway to home ownership, just with the right advice and programs. And so there are USDA programs out there, bond programs, first-time home buyer programs, rate buy-down programs. I mean, there are things to offset affordability, and there's a lot of stuff in the news about the government being very focused on what can we do to make housing more affordable, whether that's making the term of the financing longer to lower the payment, or whether there'll be some kind of child care tax credits, or they're focused on it. So I'm very, very hopeful in the next 6 to 12 months we'll see more affordability for people and families to get into the real estate market. But in addition, there are things now that we could do with these other programs that are already out there. So people just need to ask.
Right.
They just need to call.
And if you're not a professional in this or an expert in this, you probably don't even know that those things exist.
You wouldn't.
If somebody does want to utilize your services or even just get more information, she's got a great blog on her website. Where can they go?
MariaRaymer.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Things are looking up though too.
Absolutely.
We were talking off camera and she's like, I like where this is headed.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Lower rates, lower inflation, it's going in the right direction.
All right, awesome. But if you want more help, check her out. And anyway, everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.